And we should be live now. What's up, fellas? My name is Ryan Kostrowski. This is the DFS 5-pack. So hopefully everybody had a great night last night and is having a great day so far. If you could do me a giant favor and slide that finger of yours over to the like button and give this video a thumbs up, it is sincerely appreciated. We are going to run through some of today's plays. We got day baseball, we got night baseball, but right now we are going to be focused on the National Basketball Association. Not a lot of time left in the regular season, guys, but we got NBA playoffs coming up real soon, and that is one of the top money makers over here at the DFS 5-pack. There's a couple of ways to get the information for the NBA. Both the weekly and monthly memberships available at the website. Link below will get you both sports. Otherwise, we got a straight-up one-time payment right now of $25 to get the rest of the year. There's a PayPal and a Venmo address below. Hit $25 to either one, and that'll get you the full playoffs. Multiple GPP wins in every one of the playoff stretches over the last 3 years. So we are here to help, to try to get you guys in the green. I understand if this last few weeks of NBA DFS has been rough. It is, man. There's a lot going into every single day. There's guys out there that most of us even haven't heard of, but we got the playoffs coming up soon. It's time to get that money. That being said, guys, subscribe to the station if you're new to it. Let's talk about some of the plays on today's slate. I'm going to start with Jamal Murray of the San Antonio Spurs. So it's impossible right here. I'm a little bit victim of watching the Spurs play last game. They were awesome. That was probably the best game they played all year. Couldn't miss a jump shot. Patty Mills was out there looking like Steph Curry. That being said, I like the Spurs game tonight. Maybe not to win the game, but to play a competitive game with Brooklyn. My thoughts on this game could change a little bit if Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and James Harden all play. Kyrie left last night with a facial contusion. I assume he's going to be out today. Harden's considered iffy to go today. Even if he does go today, it's a pretty good assumption he won't be on a full minutes limit. So I like the Spurs to play well here as the more desperate team and at least keep this game relevant. I'm not saying they'll beat the vastly superior Brooklyn Nets. I just think they keep this one relevant. Brooklyn on a back-to-back and everything like that. Murray has got some bad scores on his recent memory, but due to a couple of blowouts and left the game injured and things like that, his price is down because of those. If you see the games that he's played in the mid-30s recently, he's got a huge upside on this price. Side note, I decided not to talk about Russell Westbrook today because he's on every slate, but they finally raised his price. Only had to whine about it for 2 months. But that's neither here nor there. There's still no Derek White. I think this is a very fair price thing. I think he's got huge upside in this spot. Next up, let's talk about Johnny Collins from the Atlanta Hawks. Top-tier matchup with Washington tonight. Both teams still seem to be playing. Washington obviously has a lot to play for, but Atlanta still seems to be playing for a few things as well. This is a tough matchup for the Washington Wizards with the bodies that they have out there. Expect Collins to have another good game right here. Huerter's probable and Hunter is out. Like Collins becomes like a lock for me if Kevin Huerter's out because then it's just Trae Young, John Collins, and Gallo. But it does sound like Huerter's probable. But as it stands right now, I like Collins in this spot. I like a bunch of Atlanta guys in this spot. I expect this to be another competitive game. The Wizards' pace is absolutely insane. You get a lot of possessions and a lot of opportunities to succeed. Next up, let's talk about the Boston Celtics. Going to fire off some chalk ICU today. At this point, you all know Jaylen Brown's out for the year. Unfortunate for the Celtics and the Celtics fans, but they still got a variety of good players in Boston. And the guy that has absolutely picked it up over the last week or two is Evan Fournier. So I was trashing this guy about 2 weeks ago, saying that he just couldn't find his way with the Celtics. What he has done since then has been awesome. Just look at his game log recently. He is balling. Only 5,500 right now. We know Brown's out. Is Kemba going to play today? I don't know yet. We'll see. The Cavaliers are a kind of a slower team, but they play god-awful defense. Fournier primarily stuffs the stat sheet on the offensive end of things, so that's a good spot for him. He's really found his way with this team right now. Boston still has plenty of reasons to try to win ball games. I like Evan Fournier's price a lot today, and I've been very impressed by him over the past week. Let's talk about Rudy Gay. Oh, boy. See, this is what happens from time to time. My apologies. So I got Rudy Gay in the long shot category, but if you watch this guy play lately, he's got 26 to 38 DK points in 5 of his last 6, and the only time he didn't, he left hurt. It's a get-up spot for a veteran player like Rudy Gay. Against a team like this, it gets a lot of hype. He has been playing good basketball. And really, really think about that. This guy has 6x'd to 9x'd in 5 of his last 6 games, and the only one he didn't was because leaving with an injury. So it's a get-up spot for a veteran player. The Spurs have a lot to play for. You get a Brooklyn team that played last night. I like Rudy Gay a lot today, and I think he slides real nicely under the radar on this spot. He is playing good basketball right now. Rudy Gay is a good basketball player. He would average more DFS points if he played more minutes, but he is doing everything he has with the limit minutes he's got right now. Veteran leader of this team. I like Rudy Gay quite a bit today. Next up, let's talk about the flip side of this game, which is going to be Blake Griffin. So first things first, if Harden comes back, Kyrie and KD both play, and they get all three of them out there, then that's really going to have me jumping off of Blake Griffin. However, much like Rudy Gay, Blake Griffin's found a little bit of the fountain youth. He's playing good DFS basketball recently. Have you noticed that he's got 30-plus DK points in 5 and 9? I'm going to assume, this is my guess for today, KD's going to play, and then Harden's going to play limited minutes while Kyrie's going to be out. And if that's the scenario, I like Blake Griffin as a sleeper, not getting any real attention, kind of an under-the-radar play. He's a guy you've used several times lately when nobody else uses him, and he's actually performing at a really admirable type of DFS production. Now, if all three and the big three's there tonight, I'm a lot less interested. But I don't think that's going to be the scenario. So just kind of watch the day as it progresses. I'm going to assume that they're going to hold Kyrie out tonight, but you never know. It's possible they want to get these treats some time on the court. And it's no guarantee that Harden's even back tonight. It's possible he plays tonight, but it hasn't been announced or guaranteed at this point yet. So that's how I feel about Blake. He's been nice. He's been a nice play lately, real under the radar a bunch of days. And I think because of all the cheap plays that we get, people don't realize how wildly productive he's been because they haven't had to use him. That's what we got for today, guys. PayPal and Venmo address below. One-time $25 payment. Let's win you guys some money in the playoffs. A lot of people don't know how to evaluate the NBA in the playoff time, so that's why it's such an easy way to make money from a DFS perspective. All right, guys, thank you very much. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you for some night baseball in a little bit.